Hello, and thank you for joining me as we learn how to create new web pages for your website. So the first thing you want to do is log in. You should already have it set up, which is lawtonok.aptogy.net. Use your username. We're going to go to the school. So for today's purpose, I'm just going to pick a school that we're working with. I'll pick Elmore West. You should have your school identified up here on the upper right-hand corner. Then we're going to open up CMS, so you're going to right click and open link in new window. Let me close this one out real quick. So there's Elmore West, and this is the editing portion of the website, and you can tell that because there's a black arrow at the top left hand corner. If you click that, you'll see these layouts right here. And then I'm going to go to Elmore West so you can see the live part. So you have three windows: ThrillShare, the back end, the CMS editing side for your web pages, and then a live view of what the public can see. So let's go over this left-hand side right quick. Over here we have a header. You have Elmore West and quick links. And so what your header does is just kind of break up your menu for your visitors. You'll see Elmore West Elementary and quick links. You can have multiple headers as long as it fits what your school is trying to communicate. I'll go to Lawton High, for example. They have several headers, and then they have several pages. So you'll see student live, quick links, LHS, counselors. So just depending on what your community or your parents and stakeholders are requesting, you can set it up that way. So we'll go back to Elmore West. Now, under each header, you have your web pages. This is identified as a web page. This right here, a chain, is a link. So it's not specifically a web page that's created, but it takes parents to a page that is established outside of that particular one. So they don't even have to create it. It goes right back to our district webpage, and you are free to do that so that you don't have to recreate every time we do an update. Nothing wrong with that. Then you have quick links over here. So this is how this is laid out. And all of their quick links are obviously links already established, and they have class website, which must be a Weebly, and I'm not sure, so let me just click on that. So there you go. Here are all of the class websites, and they just have a web page set up and links to go to that. So what we're going to do is set you up with something. Now, if you're trying to edit an existing web page, look at my other tutorial, and that kind of goes over how to do that. Right now, we're going to create a new one. So if you want to create a new header, you'll click up here, and you'll hit Menu Header. And we can just do visitors, or let's go parents, and then hit add. Now you'll see that it dropped it down here. If you want to click over to our live view, hit menu, you can see that we don't have it highlighted yet, and that is because there are no pages created underneath that header. Once we start creating pages, then you'll see the header change. Now, let's say this is out of order and we want parents to go higher. You can move that by holding down your left mouse and moving it, but I want you to see how it nests. It moves in. That's not what we want. We want to keep a header the same way that we would another one. It looks like I just let go of something, and now it's there. It goes. I just had to refresh. Sorry guys. So see, there's where it nested wrong. So I'm going to pull that out and drop it off. It actually converted to a web page. We don't want that. There it is. So I'm going to delete that. Things happen, so all you have to do is hit delete, and we're going to do it again. So we're going to call it menu header, and we're going to go parents. So that's why you have to be careful with how you nest it, because it will change the dynamic of how you're trying to create something. I'll move it one more time so I can show you. I just held on to it too long. So I want it to be a header. I'm going to let go, and then I'm going to create a page under there. Now let's say we wanted to put parent portal up here. So we're going to create a link. We're going to call it parent portal. So anytime that any information has to deal with our parents, we're going to click there. I am going to go to our LPS website and get the parent portal because it's already established. And you guys can do this as well when you're setting it up. So there's campus portal, and this is for teachers, but there's another one that says parent portal. District Edition. Okay. I know it's right here, so. Oh, Campus Portal. There you go. So Campus Portal is Parent Portal. So I'm going to copy this URL up here, and I'm going to paste it. Now, I believe our parents are used to calling it Parent Portal, so we'll name it to what they're familiar with instead of Campus Portal. I'm going to add that, and now you can see there's our header and there's a link. To check if we did it right, come to your live page right here and refresh. Hit menu, and there you go. There's Parent Portal. Make sure every time you create something brand new, you go and visit it. You'd hate to create it, think it's working, and then parents say that there's a problem. So always check your work. So there we have parents. I'll leave that. If they want to move it, then I'll refer them back to this video. Here we go. We're going to create under parents a web page. Now, you have the option of choosing a 1-column or 2-column. So there are a couple benefits. If you don't have a lot of information that you need to share, 1 column will work. You can see that here. This is a 1-column setup. So it just kind of scrolls all the way down. Now I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to find a 2-column setup for you so I can show you, and you can pick what you want. Now if you decide to do 1 column and then later on change your mind, you'll have to recreate the page, copy everything over, and then delete the old one. And vice versa. If you decide you wanted a 1 column but you already set up a 2-column, copy everything over, move it. So here is a 2-column setup. You have your left-hand side right here, and then the main content right here. And so this is good if you have a lot of links or things that you want parents to not really go to as much as you do the content. So it's kind of your preference, or maybe what you believe is best for your visitors to your website. So that's a 2-column, and then we have 1 columns. So this would be a 1-column setup. I'll let you choose. For today, in practicing, we're just going to do a 1-column. So for parents, let's do a PTA page. Meet our PTA. Now, there's nothing in here. All you see is this edit main. So now we're going to start brand new. You're going to hit edit main. Simply click on it. When you see a finger, just right click or left click on it. Then you're going to look for this blue icon. If you click on that, you have some options. You have text. You can add an image. You can add a video. You need the embed code. And then you also have an option to share photos via slides, gallery, or a grid. So for right now, I'm just going to type in meet our PTA council. And so this is Elmore West. I'm going to put Elmore West PTA. And it works just like Microsoft Word. If you're familiar with HTML, you can simply click on this and it'll take you to the back end and do some code. If you are not a web person and know nothing about code, don't worry. It's simple. We've got it to where it's formatted just like Microsoft Word. You can click on these buttons, highlight it, and format it. So I'll show you some things here. President, Vice President. Now remember, whatever you type in here is live. So for example, I click on menu, I refresh. You'll see that Meet Our PTA is already there. Even though we have not done anything, the page is live. So be careful when you're setting up information that you put what you want and not a test of anything. So Meet Our PTA. I'm going to format that and make that into a header. And then down here, I'm going to put the president, vice president, secretary, and whatever information we wanted. If we had their photo, a group photo, you could also hit this photo icon, find your file, and insert it. And you can edit it just like you would in a Microsoft document. We're going to hit save because that's all the information I have for right now. And there you go. We have the Meet Our Elmore West PTA Council. Refresh this. This is what the public is seeing. and it's already there. It's that simple. Let's say you wanted to add another area. Now I suggest once you have them built in blocks, what we call HTML blocks, if you wanted to go back and say, I don't like how this heading looks, I want to center that, you would put your mouse over Edit Main and then scroll down and hit Edit HTML block. You can highlight whatever it is you're trying to work on, align it, or you can just add more information or delete it something. Okay, so we've got that. I'm going to, just for this purpose, just to show you how you can change your styles. So there, now it's in red. Right, all I did was change the header type, and it didn't go center, so I'm going to go back, Edit Main, Edit HTML block, highlight this, check over here, center, make sure you hit save, and then I'm going to refresh. There you go. And that is how you will go in there and create your web pages. Let's say I wanted to add one other thing. I'm going to come down here and I'm going to add, let's see, just to show you how to do a video. I'm going to pick something on our channel real quick. My channel. All right, just for this sake.
School
So
learning before
down
9/11
here,
and really
I'm going to cover that. Now when you find a video that you want, you're going to go to Share, and you're going to look for the embed code. This embed code is what you would put if you wanted to create a video. Or for this one, it's URL. I'm going to show you two different ways. Let's get out of this. Here's the URL. I'm going to paste it in there, save, and ta-da, you have a video. Refresh. There's a video so that you can add. Now let's do it another way just so you can see. I'm going to add text this time. And remember, there was a video icon in here. Here's where I got the embed code. So I'm going to insert it in the same block. You'll go to Share, Embed, copy that, paste it in there, and we could even add some words. Check out what our fellow woodsmen are doing to celebrate the lives lost. Okay, so this is just something quick, and we're going to delete this because I'm going to show you how to do that. So there's our new one. Now you can see that when we added a new block, it moved it above everything we created. We don't want that. So what I'm going to do first is remove this because I don't want it here. So I'm just going to hit the little trash can. It's going to ask you if you're sure. Yes, I'm sure. Then it will do its deal, and we can refresh, and it's gone. Now I want to move this down. So I'm going to hit Edit Main, put my mouse over it. Now I'm going to grab it, and you can see on the back end where it's moving, I'm just going to move it under where I want. I'm going to hit Save, and now you'll see that the block was moved underneath. That's it, guys. That is how you create a new web page. That's how you go in there and edit. If there's anything else that I didn't add in here, please let me know. But the rest is really just playing around and seeing what you're comfortable with. Remember, if you create a web page, make sure it's nested properly. If I put something under About Us, I'm just going to do test real quick because I'm going to delete it. I want you to see how it nested underneath. So if I did not want that, then we'll come over here real quick. Hit Menu, refresh. You'll see there's a plus sign because I have a sub page. So now you'll see under that is our test. If you had sub pages, you could create that. If you did not want a sub page, you could pull it out and make it even with your other page, just like that. Refresh, and now it's pulled it out and made it a separate page. So be careful with how you nest. If you want to create a new, I don't want that, so I'm going to delete that really quickly. If you want to create a page, come up here underneath the header, create a link, hit add, and it will put it in a location. You can move these around so you can alphabetize. Just grab it in the middle where there's no plus sign that show up, and then don't hold it too long or it'll act funny. Let go. Come over here. It's not alphabetized, obviously. I just wanted to show you. And there it is. We don't want it, so we're going to hit delete. And I'm going to actually go in there and delete the PTA page that we started so that they can go and create that. So here we go. Delete. Come over here, refresh. Menu. And there we go. We're back to, I'll leave the parents one up there. If they want to change it, then they can do that as well. If you have any other questions about how to manipulate, create, edit the web pages, and the training video did not cover that, please call us, let us know in the communications department, and we will be glad to help you. All right, have a great day. Thank you.